G'day everyone, welcome back to my channel. Just going to be talking about the Denver Nuggets trades during this trade deadline day, and I'm just going to start with the big one, and that's Denver Nuggets getting Aaron Gordon from the Orlando Magic for Gary Harris, RJ Hampton, and I believe it was a 2025 first round pick. I'm not sure if that pick's protected or not, but yeah. So my thoughts on this move is at least it's something showing that it's a win now move. Obviously, we need to fix that more of like a tweener slash wing role, basically to replace Jeremy Grant from last season, because we need someone to defend the likes of like LeBron, Kawhi, Paul George, those types of players, and Michael Porter Jr. wouldn't be able to do it, and I don't think Will Barton is up for the challenge either. One thing this does do though is it weakens our perimeter defense, the small ball defense, because Gary Harris was the one who'd try to clamp up the good point guards and shooting guards and let Murray go on the lesser threat. Especially last year, I mean, Gary Harris came back and did a pretty good job on Donovan Mitchell and made a clutch play at the end of that Game 7, and has been good for us defensively for quite a while. But offensively, his game just hasn't been the same for a few years now, so that's the reason we've decided to move him on, and his contract's not that friendly either. But he isn't expiring next season, so Orlando might try to flip him next season, or they'll just let him walk. But yeah, I am sad to see RJ Hampton go though. I really like the flashes I got to see from him this year. Doesn't look like he's going to be a superstar or anything, but he can develop into a solid role player, or even a starter. I could see him get into a starter, but I'm not sure he's ever going to reach superstardom. But Orlando did manage to get a good young player back, and I'm sad to see RJ go. But it's a bit of a weird pairing for Orlando, because now they got Markelle Fultz, RJ Hampton, and Cole Anthony. I'm not sure if they complement each other, but maybe they're just acquiring them to maybe get something for one of them eventually and flip them again. But yeah, I think the premise around the league is that Denver won this trade, especially with Aaron Gordon requesting a trade, so the price wasn't quite as high as people would have thought. But I think Aaron Gordon's hasn't actually been playing that well during his career. Like, his stats aren't that great, to be honest. He shoots about like 43% and then mid-30s from three, but hopefully he'll get definitely easier shots now that he's with Denver, and he's got Jokic passing the ball and a few more threats now. But yeah, I am a bit sad to see RJ go. And it seems that most of the team are sad to see Gary Harris go as well, because Gary Harris is probably like the longest tenured Nugget there, I'd probably say. And he was there when we were really bad, and he's been there as we've gradually gone up and up the standings, and he was a very important locker room guy, it seems like. He has been injured for a long time now though, and he's been battling with injuries for his whole career basically now. And one of the best abilities is availability, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. But yeah, Will Barton put out a huge post on Instagram saying that he's his brother for life, and they were very close. I think Jamal Murray posted a tweet as well saying with just a couple sad face emojis. So hopefully the team doesn't get too down about it and they can pick themselves up, because I think Aaron Gordon really will complement this team in that kind of Paul Millsap role. So this might even be less minutes for Paul Millsap, which I think he'll be alright with. I think he's just happy being on a team at this stage in his career, and he's making 10 mil, so he should be fine with it, to be honest. The other trade we made was just a basically center for center swap. We're giving up Isaiah Hartenstein, who we just brought in this year, and a couple second round picks for JaVale McGee from Cleveland. So JaVale McGee is making his way back to Denver, and hopefully he can provide a good boost off the bench for when Jokic has to rest. And this is when McGee's at his best, when he comes in for short spurts. So hopefully he'll really thrive in his role, and he'll buy in as a good role player. And with his championship experience, hopefully he'll be good in the locker room as well. I do feel a little bit bad for Hartenstein. It's always tough trading a player when you haven't even had them for a full year yet. So I do feel a little bit bad. And I think when we played Cleveland, they nearly got into a little tussle, because I remember McGee fouling Porter Jr. quite hard, and then Hartenstein took exception, which I was happy he did. And they had a little bit of a jawing session, and now they're being flipped for each other, so that's quite interesting. But yeah, overall, I guess I'm happy with the Denver moves. I'm happy we did something, and this shows that we are definitely in win now mode. And yeah, I'm excited to see Aaron Gordon on this team, and hopefully we can showcase his athleticism, because I feel like he doesn't get many dunks when he was playing in Orlando anyway, and hopefully Jokic will be able to hook him up with some lobs and stuff like that. He can be a better version of Kenneth Faried, hopefully. Don't know if any of you guys remember when Kenneth Faried was on the Denver Nuggets, the Manimal. He was getting lobs from everyone, and even Jokic hooked him up with a couple crazy lobs, so hopefully they'll have that sort of connection going forward. But yeah, this is a big win now move, so hopefully we'll have a good second half of the season, as a lot of trades actually went down, and quite a few big ones as well. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, really helps me out. And I was going to do a Raptor game review, but because it's trade deadline day, I decided to just do the trades. And there wasn't too much good things to take out of that Raptor game. Raptors were just hitting every single three. And it looks like some of the Denver players just didn't show up, as they knew that the trade deadline was coming up. And I think a couple players were worried they were going to be going. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.